So my mom took me to Catholic church until the time I was 19, every Sunday no matter what. When I left that house and got married, that was the last day I ever went to a church. I just wasn't getting anything out of it. 25 years later, I end up divorced, started dating another nice young woman that later became my wife, and she went to Abundant Life, so I started going to Abundant Life with her. For the first time in 25 years, I stepped into a church for worship. That night, we're sitting there and they passed the plate, and I opened my wallet and I threw some money in, more out of habit than anything. I didn't want to be the idiot that wasn't giving. And I did that for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, I need to be more serious about my giving. I don't need to just give him what I have left over or what's convenient. I decided that when I got paid, I was just going to write a check for 1/10 of whatever it was. And I went that way for several years. Then I decided, I think I'm going to test out this whole blessing thing. I'm a commission salesman, so I get paid commissions once a month. And you don't really know what you're going to get paid. And I decided I was going to figure out what I wanted to make that year and tithe off of that amount. So I did that, and I divided it by the 52 weeks in the year, and I started writing a check every week for that amount. And the cool thing is, the Lord outgave me. At the end of that year, I'd made more than I'd ever made. And I thought, man, I'm really onto something here. So I did the same thing the next year. I decided how much more I wanted to make. At the end of the year, I would always have to make up. He would always outgive me. Something would always happen that I'd make a final sale that would be more than I ever anticipated, and I'd have to write a check to him to even get close to where I wanted to be. And I did it that way for several years until 2016. And that's when I decided I don't want to write checks every week. I'm going to really test this out. I'm going to write a check at the beginning of the month based on what I think I'm going to get paid. By December of 2016, I had to write a check to catch up. And I learned right then, it didn't matter how much I gave, God always outdid what I thought he could do. The cool thing is God doesn't need the money. He's not checking your wallet, he's checking your heart. He's shown me time and time again that the more I give, the more obedient I am, no matter how much I give, he always comes back and outgives me.